Is this on? Hello, can you hear?
Yes,
Your
miss.
voice is too low.
Yes, miss, it's too low.
Low? It's okay now.
Yes.
Just wait. Just take my microphone. Okay, is it okay? Is it
Yes,
all right
miss.
now? Okay, so we were almost at the end of that play. In fact, I think we have finished it. Yes? Did we finish the scene 1? Have we finished scene 1?
No, miss.
Now you
No,
cannot
miss.
talk
No, miss.
because I finished with one group. Okay. So we were at that part when we are talking about the alien and the citizen, I think. We finished that part about the alien and the citizen. That Shylock, being the alien, direct or indirectly is attempting the life of a citizen. So the punishment would be the contriver, the person against whom he contrives, will take one half of his goods and the other half will go to the state of Venice, and his life lies in the mercy of the Duke. So he has to now go to the Duke to ask for mercy of his life. In the next slide, we saw a difference between the attitude in thinking and the Jews and the Christians. That is in the words of the Duke. What do we see? Page number 128, page number can differ. Lines number 383. I pardon thee thy life before thou ask for it, and the other half comes to the general state which humbleness may drive into a fine. Portia wants to know what Antonio, the state will not say anything for Antonio because it is up to Antonio whether he takes what he is entitled to or not. Then we come on to Shylock. What is Shylock's reaction? Shylock feels that they have taken away the pillar, that is the post on which his house stands. So why not take his house and his life also? We are referring to the money that Shylock has. So they are going to take whatever Shylock has. So he says, you take my life, take my house, take the prop, so you can take my life because whatever he lives by, they will take it away. Then we come on to Antonio. We are saying Portia asked what is it that Antonio can do for Shylock. Here we are seeing a difference in character between Antonio and Shylock. All right, tell me where I have stopped. A difference in character between Antonio and Shylock. We see that Antonio is merciful is the word, and Shylock is merciless is the word. What actions of Antonio shows that he is merciless? Because we're coming to lines number 395. 395. Antonio is ready to quit the half for one half of his goods. That is the key word. Quit the fine for one half of his goods. The other half, the phrase other half, lines number 397. The other half, he will render it. Which question?
You told that what will be Shylock's?
What mercy does Antonio show towards Shylock? And the difference in character, the words will be Shylock was merciless, Antonio is merciful. And what mercy does Antonio show towards Shylock? Will come in lines number 295. Antonio is ready to quit. See the phrase, see the keywords. Keywords are important and key phrases are important. Shylock is ready to quit is the word. The fine for one half of his goods. Then the other half is the key phrase now. The other half he will render is the word. The other half he will render it to Shylock, who upon his death is the phrase. Who upon his death will give it to the gentleman that stole his daughter. So this is the mercy that he shows towards Shylock, that he is ready to quit the fine for one half of his goods. The other half he will render it upon, he will leave it with Shylock to render it upon his death to the gentleman and that lately stole his daughter. So that is one part of it. Another part of it is on what condition, for lines number 400, question, on what condition does Antonio leave the other half with Shylock? On what condition does Antonio leave the other half with Shylock? Lines number 400. There are two conditions. First condition is in lines number 401, that he becomes a Christian. That Shylock becomes a Christian. Second condition is in lines number 402, that he do record a gift here in the court. After gift, you can write the word deed. D-double-E-D. So the meaning becomes clearer. That he will record a gift deed here in the court. And what is the deed about? Of all he dies possessed unto his son Lorenzo and his daughter. The first condition is that he becomes a Christian. Second condition is that he does record a gift deed in the court, that when he dies, whatever he possesses will be given to Lorenzo and his daughter. Alright, what is the condition? Condition is that, number one, that he becomes a Christian. Second condition, that he records a gift deed there in the court, stating that when he dies, whatever he possesses, I'm telling you in indirect speech, but the same words, that when he dies, whatever he possesses will go unto his son Lorenzo and his daughter. Lorenzo is not really his son. Lorenzo is his son-in-law. Right. This is the type of mercy that Antonio shows towards Shylock. But do you think that Antonio is also no less like Shylock? He's also very crafty. What were the conditions he put? he put such a condition that Shylock the Jew, who was so proud to be a Jew, he was to turn a Christian. Otherwise, he will take whatever he is supposed to take as according to the law. Two conditions he laid. That in the course of time, yes?
Yes, why did Antonio want Shylock to become a Christian?
So this is the condition that he is putting on him. So he is as crafty as Shylock, because he knows that Shylock will never become a Christian. Shylock would never want to give his property to a Christian, that is Lorenzo. So if Shylock does not agree to this, he will take his full amount. He is ready only to quit one half. If he fulfills this condition, then he will give him the other half. But if he does not fulfill these conditions, he will take whatever is supposed to be given to him by law. So we are seeing that Antonio is almost asking him for the impossible. What is the impossible? He wants that Shylock should become a Jew, that whatever money he has and property, he should give it to Lorenzo, the Christian who had fled with his daughter. The point seemed to be quite impossible for Shylock to agree to. So, there is a chance that Shylock may not agree. So, if Shylock does not agree, without any further questioning and without any further delay, whatever Antonio is supposed to get, the half of his land and property of Shylock's, he will get. But Antonio is just giving a chance. So here we can say that Antonio is also very crafty, as he is seen over here. Because what will he do? It will appear to the people that Antonio is very merciful and he is giving Shylock some concession. But the concession is such that Shylock has no other option but to accept it. Next part, lines number 405. He shall do this. He is Shylock. This is referring to the two conditions. He is Shylock. This is referring to the two conditions. So the Duke says he shall do this, means he shall do as Antonio wants him to do. Otherwise, I do recant, see the meaning at the side. Withdraw the pardon that I late pronounced thee. So I do withdraw whatever pardon I told you earlier about, that his life is, he's ready to give him his life, and whatever he needs to pay will be reduced to a fine if he's humble. So he'll take back all of it. So the Duke says, he shall do this. He is referring to Shylock. This is referring to the two conditions that is put in front of him. That, okay, in course of time, he will become a Christian. And the other one is that he will sign the gift deed today while he is in the court in front of everyone, so that when he dies, he will hand over whatever he has to Lorenzo, the Christian, and his daughter. And if he does not do that, then the Duke will withdraw whatever pardon he has shown him. So what are they trying to do now? They are now trying to trap Shylock in his own words. And Portia started it, they are going to end it. So Portia turned the tables against Shylock, they are furthering it. Portia, art thou contented, Jew? What dost thou say? She wants to know what is Portia, Shylock's opinion about it. Shylock has no option but to say that I am content, I am satisfied with whatever they are saying. I will do whatever they want me to do. That is what Shylock says. Portia, clerk, draw a deed of gift, means write out the gift deed so that he will sign it just now in front of everyone in the court. Shylock, I pray you, give me leave to go from hence, means give me leave to go from here. I am not well. Send the deed after me and I will sign it. So, do you think Shylock is really not feeling well, or he is just pretending? He wants to avoid, so he is pretending. Or do you think that Shylock really now is not feeling well about the whole thing because he has heard here now what he's supposed to do? What do you think?
Really not feeling
Shylock is really not feeling He is really not feeling well. Yes, maybe he is really not feeling well. It's not that he is pretending, because he is now under great stress and tension. Because whatever he was supposed to get also he is lost. On top of that, he has to follow such conditions laid down by Antonio, which he had never imagined. So he seems to be a bit unwell. Duke, get thee gone, but do it. Get thee means you can go, but you have to do. It is referring to the signing of the deed. That has to be done today itself. becoming a Christian, maybe it will take some time. So here it says, but do it. It is referring to signing of the deed. Rationale, in questioning, thou shalt have 2 godfathers. Had I been judge, thou wouldst have had 10 more. To bring thee to the gallows means to take you to be hanged. Now at the side, there is a little bit of reference over there. When a person is being Christianed, right? You can change your religion. You can be a Hindu and you can turn into a Christian. Or you can be any other religion and you can turn into a Christian. So when a person is being Christianed, then we find that the person needs to be taught rules, certain laws and rules and what Christianity wants you to do. So you have got 2 people to do that, right? They take the responsibility to do it, and these 2 people are known as godfathers, right? Now over here in the court of Venice, you have got the jury. See the latter part of it? You have got a jury. The jury consists of over here 12 men. The 12 men over here are known as the godfathers. If you were to be taken to the gallows, had I been the judge, you would have 10 godfathers to take you to the gallows. Nothing much over there, just see the reference, the use of the word godfather. When if he was being Christian, he would have 2. Now he's in the court of Venice, he will have more than 2, because all the jury members, who are the jury members? Who are the jury members? You have done judiciary, no? In history, in civics?
No, miss.
You didn't do, but the other section told me they did.
Which we have not done.
Jury members is that you must have seen a court scene in a movie or a serial. Anyway, what do you say? You see 2 people. You see 2 people are standing over there, right? They are questioned. Then you have got the lawyers, and they are fighting for them. Then in the table where the lawyers sit, the 2 lawyers sit, you see a number of other gentlemen also sitting. What are they doing? They are keeping a record of whatever the lawyer is saying. They are writing down the proceedings of the case, right? So in the middle again, you have got another person. If supposing you have got a mobile, some things in the mobile as a proof, then that person will give the mobile, that person will go and show it to the judge. Otherwise, if it is a pen drive that with some things to be played in it, he will take it, he will play it. Then you have got, again, as I'm telling you, sitting down 2 lawyers. Both of them are fighting for their own client. And sitting along with them in the huge table is that down on the floor, not in line with the judge, you have got about 4 to 5 gentlemen. What are they doing? They're writing. They're writing the proceedings of the case. They are known as jurymen. They are the jury. So the judge will refer to their writings, what opinion they have, what are the points they have taken down. Then the judge, will give a break. After the break, he will announce the judgment. So these people are known as the jury. So in the court of Venice, there were 12 men who sat there taking down the proceedings of the case. So Gratianus says, if it had to be in Venice, then you would have add some more godfathers to you. Duke, sir, I entreat you home with me to dinner. Sir, he is referring to Portia the lawyer. Sir, he is referring to Portia the lawyer. So now everything is over. The Duke invites Portia the lawyer to his house for dinner. Portia says, I humbly do desire your grace of pardon that I would like to come where you're inviting me for the dinner, but I must away this night towards Padua. I have to go back. And it is meet I presently set forth, means start my journey, otherwise I will be too late. So Portia the lawyer is invited by the Duke for dinner, but he over here refuses, as he says that I need to go to Padua. Why some of y'all are joining so late? Some of y'all are joining very late, and it is the usual boys. Every time I find these boys only join late. Any and every time you will join the class. 10 o'clock it was supposed to start. It is 10:20 now, and now I am seeing some names coming up. The Duke says then, I am sorry that your leisure serves you not at the side, that you don't have time for leisure, for fun, for free time. Gratiano, he turns towards Gratiano and he says, gratify this gentleman means reward him. At the side it is given. Reward this gentleman, for in my mind you are much bound to him, indebted, because he has saved his life. So that is why he says, now it is high time that you take over, thank this person for whatever he has done, because you are indebted to him. As what has he done? He has given you life. That is the advice that he gives Antonio now. So Duke and the rest leave. Who is remaining in the scene? In the scene we got Bassanio, we got Antonio, we got Portia, we got Nerissa, we have got Gratiano. So who is there in the scene now? All the names are not mentioned. If you want, you can make a note over there. Exit, Duke, Magnificos, and the train. Now, under that you can put a bracket and you write, because this is a very, very common question. Who else is present in the scene? Who else is present in the scene? Now, if you're getting an extract from here, this will be a very common question. Who else is present in the scene? Let's see who are the ones who are present. Bassanio, Antonio, Portia, Nerissa. These are the 5 who are present now in the court, because the rest have taken their leave and they have gone. So very like a regular question, that is, who else is present in the scene? In the scene now we have got Bassanio, we have got Antonio, we have got Gratiano, we have got Portia and Nerissa. And from here you will start over here. Remember, we started the ring episode earlier after Bassanio makes his choice of caskets and he gets the golden casket and it is sheared down that Portia is going to be his wife. Then after that, Portia gives him a ring and she takes a promise from him and she warns him also, if you give this ring away, if you lose it, if you sell it, then the consequences will be bad. And Bassanio also gives over here assurance that he will never do such a thing. If such a thing will happen, then this is be the case, that Bassanio will be dead. So now that was the ring episode that we started over there. That ring episode continues from here. It will continue from this particular portion where the 5 of them are left alone. Because now over here, we do not see the end of Portia's wit. We will see that Portia acts a little bit naughty. She's a little bit witty. And what does she do? She wants to play a trick on Bassanio. She wants a trick on Bassanio and Gratiano. Nerissa is her clerk. Nerissa does the same thing. So from here, there is a continuation of the ring episode that started in those lines and it ended there. Now this is the continuation of that ring episode. Now what do you find? Now you will find that the Duke has already told Antonio that you must give him something because your life is indebted to him, that he has been helpful to you. So now they are left. So now Bassanio and Antonio wants to make an offer of the 3,000 ducats that Shylock refused to take to Portia. But Portia does not want to take it. Then they keep insisting, then you must take something. So in that, Portia asks Bassanio for the ring. That is how the ring episode continues. In the end, Portia gets the ring from Bassanio. So now they are planning in Act 5 how they will play a trick on their husbands and scold them and tell them and ask them who did they give the ring to, that why are they so disloyal. But at the end we find that everything is discovered and the ending is happy and joyous. So now, most worthy gentleman, Bassanio says, most worthy gentleman, referring to Portia the lawyer. I and my friend referring to Antonio, have by your wisdom been this day acquitted. Acquitted means set free. Of grievous penalties, some punishment that could have been very sad for them. In lieu, meaning in exchange of it, whereof 10,000 ducats due unto the Jew, we freely cope your courteous pains withal. So in exchange of their life, they want to offer her succor. 3,000 ducats that was supposed to be given to the Jew, but the Jew was not allowed to take it. So that money they will give to Portia as their fees. We freely cope your courteous plains withal. Antonio, and now stand indebted over and above in love and service to you evermore. So, and that this is the money that we are offering, but throughout our life we will be indebted to you. Portia, write the question over there. Why does Portia refuse the money? Why does Portia refuse to take the 3,000 ducats? They want to give it to her as a fee, but Portia refuses to take the 3,000 ducats. So why does Portia refuse to take the 3,000 ducats? Two reasons she gives why she does not want to take the ducats. First reason, lines number 431. He is well paid. He referring over here, he referring to anyone. Over here it is the case of here it is Portia. He is well paid, meaning anyone. It can be anyone. Right? He is well paid, that is well satisfied, and I delivering you am satisfied. So why will he not take the money? Why will Portia, the lawyer, not take the money? Because Portia says anyone is well paid and satisfied, and I delivering you am satisfied that I have done my job well, so I will not take the money. So he means one. One is well paid, that is well satisfied, and I delivering you am satisfied, so I don't need the money. So the first reason is the first two lines. First reason is the first two lines. Second reason. The first reason also has got one more line. If you want, you can add it. And therein do content myself well paid. So she is satisfied, so she feels she is well paid. Now the second reason, lines number 434. My mind was never yet more mercenary. My mind was never yet more mercenary. And see the meaning of more mercenary? It means that he did not think of the money, not money-minded. So some of you all are joining so late now. Also, I can see some are joining. Mercenary means running after money. He never thought of running after money. So that is the reason that she does not want. That she did not do the case because she did not fight the case for them because she wanted money. Her mind was never full of money matters. Money she did not talk about. It's not of importance to her. She did not do it for the sake of money. She is not money-minded. Here itself you can see the difference between Jessica and Portia. It can be Portia the lawyer, but whatever it is Portia. Whoever it is Portia. So what is the difference that you can see between Jessica and Portia at this point? At this point, when it comes to Portia, though we have got other examples before, though we got to Portia, when it comes to Jessica, she is greedy. She collects all the money. She goes back and she says, I'll bar the doors and bring some more ducats. For Portia, money is not very important to her because when she hears Antonio is in trouble, she says, give 3,000 ducats, give double the amount, deface the bond. Now she is saying, my mind is never mercenary. So these are the two reasons she doesn't take the 3,000 ducats. I pray you, know me when we meet again. So the only request she makes is that when we meet again, we must talk. We should recognize each other. I wish you well, and so I take my leave. Bassanio, dear sir, of course I must attempt you further. Take some remembrance of us. So Bassanio now wants to make some more requests. He makes another request that she will take the money. So what does he say? Circle it. Lines number 438. Circle it. What does he say? What is the request that he makes? Take it as a tribute, not as a fee. This is the request he makes. Take it as a tribute, not as a fee. Right? Please grant me two things. And he says you don't get angry for two things. First of all, what does he do? He offers the money and he says take it as a tribute, not as a fee. Then he wants to make two more. He wants to make 2 more requests. What are the 2 requests that he wants to make now? Granting 2 things, 2 requests that he makes. What are the 2 requests he makes? Lines number 440, number 1, not to deny me and to pardon me. First of all, Bassanio says, take it as a tribute, not as a fee. Then he makes 2 requests. Request is, do not deny me and pardon me. So Portia says, you press me far and therefore I will yield. Press me means, look at the side. You push me. You compel me. So then I will yield is given. So she turns to Antonio. Very important. What does Portia take from Antonio? What does Portia take from Antonio? Give me your gloves, I'll wear them for your sake. So what does she take from Antonio? From Antonio, she takes his gloves. Next sentence. What does she take from Bassanio? And for your love, I'll take this ring from you. So what does she ask Antonio for? His gloves. What does she ask Bassanio for? His ring. So do not draw back. Do not pull back your hand and I'll take your ring. Since you all are insisting so much, I will take something, okay? And now I will take from Antonio, ask Antonio for his gloves and Bassanio for the ring. She goes forward to take the ring and she says, do not pull your hand back because I will take the ring. Now Bassanio cannot give the ring to anyone because this ring has been given to him by his wife Portia. So now he needs to make an excuse. Write down the question over there. Give 3 reasons why Bassanio does not want to give the ring. Give the ring. Or you can write refuses to give the ring. Or you can write refuses to give the ring. So what are the reasons now? What excuses does he make? Lines number 446. This ring, good sir, alas, it is a trifle. Circle, that is one reason. It is a trifle. It is a trifle meaning it is something that is very cheap. It is nothing. It is just not anything expensive. And what does he say? He does not want to give. What does he actually try to convey to her? That he does not want to give her such a cheap thing. This ring, good sir, alas, it is a trifle. I will not shame myself to give you this. What is the second reason he gives? Come to lines number 450. There's no more depends on this than on the value. Lines number 451. What will he do? He will buy her the dearest ring in Venice. Because the first ring is a trifle. So if she waits a few days, what will he do? Second excuse, he will buy her the dearest ring in Venice. Right? What is the third reason he gives? Lines number 557, 457. Lines number 457. This ring was given me by my wife. And she made me vow that I should neither give it or sell it or lose it. So what are the 3 reasons he gives? Number 1, the ring is a trifle. Reason number 2, lines number 451, he will buy her the dearest, means the most expensive, dearest ring in Venice. Third reason he gives, that the ring was given to him by his wife, and she had made him promise that he will neither sell, give, or lose it. Alright, so now we are going back to lines number 448 of Portia. Portia says, after he says it's a trifle, Portia says, I will have nothing else but this. So she is determined that she will take that ring itself. I will have nothing else but this. Even though it may be a trifle, she says, I will take it. And now methinks I have a mind to it means she is determined to take it. Coming to lines number 444, example of Portia's wit. Example of Portia's wit. I see, sir, you are liberal in offers, generous. You taught me, next two lines, 455, 456. You taught me first to beg, and now methinks you teach me how a beggar should be answered. Showing her wit, example of her wit. What does she mean? First of all, you asked me, take something. All right. And now methinks that you know how a beggar should be treated. Because now when I'm really... Portia says, that excuses meaning excuses. That excuse that the ring is too cheap, I'll buy you a better ring, that my wife has given it to me.
Mr. Not audible.
I know, I got disconnected. Sorry, I got disconnected. That excuses means excuses. Many men make to save their gifts. And if your wife be not a mad woman, that means she is not very mad and she is not very bad. I know how well I have deserved the ring. She would not hold out enemy forever. So looking and listening to the whole event, all right, listening about the whole event, the wife would not be mad with Bassanio, or she will not be so bad that she will penalize Bassanio for what he did, that is give away the ring. She would not hold out enemy forever for giving it to me. So she would understand after listening to the whole event and the whole scenario and what happened. I think the wife would not be so bad and so mad if she does not forgive Bassanio for giving the ring to Portia the lawyer. Well, peace be with you, and then they leave. Antonio, my lord Bassanio, let him have the ring. Let his deservings and my love with all, means he deserves the ring, and because I love you so much, go against your wife's commandment. Commandment is command, and let him have the ring. Bassanio says, okay, Bassanio agrees. Go, Gratiano, run and overtake him is Portia the lawyer. Give him is Portia the lawyer, and bring him is Portia the lawyer. If you can't, bring him to the house. If you can't, unto Antonio's house away make haste. Come, you and I will thither, means go out presently, and in the morning, early means early morning, will be both go towards Belmont to the house. Okay, so that is over. Tomorrow I don't have a class with you. I'm ending the class now. Thank you.
If we have class.
Thank you.
Tomorrow is what time you have got? Afternoon?
Yes, Miss 2:40.
Yes, miss.
Oh, that I will do. Not the morning one because I got history. Oh no, tomorrow they don't have history exam. Okay, that can be done. Tomorrow's exam you'll have. Tomorrow's class, sorry.